Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome to Dyson Sphere Program, where our lovely research is doing its thing. Today, I would like to do two things. Firstly, I'd like to research X-ray fractionation, which allows us to basically take this refined oil and make more hydrogen from it. Well, we take it and hydrogen to make more hydrogen. And also graphite, which I guess we can burn for power. But first, I would like to deal with foundations. Foundations that allow us to fill in water. We could really do with making a lot of these. And currently, all we're doing is pocket crafting them, which obviously is not the best approach because that takes a lot of time, especially when you need like several thousand. So we're going to actually start a production facility for foundation. Foundation uses stone blocks. I want to call it stone blocks because I'm not calling it stone and stone ore. Why would stone have an ore? Anyway, and steel. So if we have a look here, every 1 second it uses 1 steel and 3 stone blocks. Okay. So every 1 second we need a steel and 3 stone. And steel is made every 3 seconds. So we'll need 3 steel smelters to get a steel every second. Right, that seems fair. And then stone is just 1 every second. So we'll need 3 stone smelters. That's easy enough. Okay, we need 3 steel and 3 stone. So since we have 5 here, we're not using it for anything. I'm actually gonna plonk down another 2. Oh, it's gonna bug me that that's kind of offset. You know what, let's delete it because it's not the same as the other ones. It's gonna drive me insane. 1, 2, there we go. And then copy. And then obviously we need power over here as well. Okay. So that should provide 6 steel every, what, 6 seconds? No, not 6 seconds. Every 3 seconds. Yes. So 2 steel a second. So we can run 2 fabricators for our foundations, which means we need 6 stone smelters, which, funnily enough, is probably what a belt can carry, because a belt is 6 items per second. So we're going to need to find somewhere for stone. Now, our stone mines that we're using at the moment are here, which is the other side of the factory. And here, which is being used for the silicon, which we probably shouldn't get in the way of. There is one up here. I guess we'll go to this one. Like, it's a long way and it's over water. But at the same time, when we go and pick up foundations, we'll be doing that occasionally. Won't be doing that all the time. So actually putting our production over here, probably going to help us because it will keep it away from the rest of the factory so we can expand. So, that's said and done. Oh, we'll also need to make like a ton more of these. Oh, we're pocket crafting gears. We should make gears. Where are gears? By make, I mean go grab. Whee! At some point, we really should set up automated gear production. Not gear, track production. Because, like, we're going to use a lot of it over time, and it kind of wastes time. Pocket crafting everything. Right. And then over the sea. Over the sea. Where it is wetter, where you can't build. Take it from me. Hello. Right, while you do that, we're going to set up a mine. Mine. Gathering. I always do that. Wrong button. Damn it. That's 6 nodes. Sure. If we want to expand, we can always put one next to it. Obviously, our smelting facility needs to be 6, which, funnily enough, happens to equal a belt. So we'll grab 6. I'm going to try and go out on a limb and put it down here, but we might end up bumping into the need for foundation supports. in something that's designed to make sure that we don't need foundation. You get the idea. Like, it's meant to be building the foundation supports, not needing them. We'll start at this end, I guess. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll put in a belt. And then we'll offset. And I know offset's going to bug some people, but it means that they can cross the paths of their sorters. Okay, yeah, it's going to bug me as well, but whatever. And that is going to go the wrong way. I feel like a massive idiot. There we go. Right, power. Let's make one of these, like, big power trees. That should do the job. I would like you to make stone. We'll get ourselves some stone blocks in all of these. And then for the output, we'll just do that. Keep it simple. Real simple. Production, we want 2 assembling machines. Oh, is this power flower too far away? How far can we get the connection? Like to there. Do we not have any normal Tesla towers? Wow. We really are running low on basic stuff. Okay, let's put a Tesla tower there. And then we can put the wireless one like over here somewhere. And there's our stone. Now, because they're 1 every second and the initial sorter is 0.75 or 1.5 trips per second per grid, I don't know if that's going to be enough. Let's have a look. Let's watch it. It is. It is just enough. Okay. And then because they're offset, we can just do that. And then there we go. Okay. Meanwhile, we need to start outputting steel. Because it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to go. This will eat up all of our steel production, though, so... we might need to make more at the end, but whatever. And then... production! 2 assembling machines, please. Now, they are slower than us. The production speed is actually 0.75. So we're only going to be making 1.5 instead of 2. So I'm actually going to make a third one. Just because they're slower than our pocket crafting speed, which is kind of frustrating. Yay, extra variables to account for. And then I guess we can just run them like here. 1, 2. Oh, really? Need foundations? We're that close? Well, we have some. There we go. Could we... Is that going to complain at us about being too close? Yes, it's okay to begin with, and then it complains. All right, let's move them further away. And then our output is going to be... there. Right, you will be making foundations. More copy, paste, paste. And we'll use the fast sorters just in case it's going to be a problem. Well, we probably don't need to on this side. We can probably use the default sorters because we can put multiple of them on. And we need 3 stone per second, I think, right? Yeah, okay. We might actually need better sorters than this. We'll have to see if this can keep up. We will use the faster sorters over here as well. And then... there. Now the question is... Is it keeping up with demand? It looks like stone is actually reducing here. Does it go down to 12? Because I've seen it go down to 13. No, I think it is going up. Oh, 12? Ooh, it did hit 12 at one point. We'll have to run this for a few seconds and see. Storage. Got ourselves a storage chest. And then... probably don't need this many sorters, but this is going to be room for expansion, so... and then we will block off the next 2 lines for now. How's that stone inventory doing? The steel inventory looks fine. Won't know for certain until it's been running a while if it's actually running at a deficit. But the stone, I've not seen it hit 12 again. This last one is actually going to hit 0 quite often because we're currently running 3 at 0.75, which will give us 2.25, and the actual products are set up for 2. So we aren't quite going to get the speed we would. But I think that's fine. Yeah, I guess it is fine, because if there is more, that'll get fed. The only issue is if there's less, and even if there's less capacity to get them in, it'll go to the last one. So it should actually work out fine just because we've got the extra one on the end. Sweet! I'll take these before I go. Now that's set up beautifully. Let's just chuck in some more graphite. I'm actually running out of graphite again. Ugh. We would like to do some research. And we're going to research X-ray cracking. This gives us the ability to basically turn 2 hydrogen and 1 refined to 1 graphite and 3 hydrogen. Which, you know, pretty good. We would like more. How's our power doing, by the way? Oh, close to max. Yeah, when we set up this new facility for X-ray cracking, it is definitely going to be a bit of a problem. But it does produce graphite, so we can always burn that. For now, I'll just expand this by 2. Yeah. Do. Power. Power. Or why not? What I'm thinking is we put like a row here and then a row here. I guess I didn't really make this a good way to expand with a weird number. Oh well, you know what? Let's build more. We'll just have to figure out how to get more graphite, which, in theory, more mines. 2 more. We'll need to deconstruct you, and you, and you, which still leaves that connected. Okay, yeah, that's all running still. And then we'll run the belt this way. And then back. And then this way. And then back. There we go. It might also be too much for the belt to handle, but we'll have to see. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Are we seeing any graphite come back? Obviously, these will need to fuel up, so they're going to be at no fuel for a little bit as, you know, each in turn starts to fuel up. But I feel we're probably not going to get any graphite back. So there are a couple of ways to deal with this. And one of them would be injecting graphite in up here or somewhere. Yeah, we've got 2 of these, so they do complain about product stacking a lot. What we can do is run a second line out. Let's... New foundations coming in useful. Yeah. I need to get rid of these wind turbines. Again, for the greater good. Sorry, wind turbines. And we'll just run the belt up here. Okay. 1, 2. That did not place right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. And then feed that in. Now, this is probably going to exceed the mines, but we can always add more mines or something if we want. You're all graphite. Take that. And then we want to... Oh, we are getting graphite coming back. Okay. That's actually good news. If we're getting any graphite coming back, that does mean they're not eating the full supply, which means that this is actually accumulating. So we don't need this second run. Okay. Well, we'll leave the second run here because they'll generate graphite that we can use. Obviously, we, need some for our mech. I'm running a little low. But that should be good. You'll also see that, yes, we are running out of coal because we're running these 2 tracks. And while they were overfilling 1, they're not enough to fill 2. Once these graphite smelters fill up, it'll start going back up this one. And then that should be fine. It's just going to be, there's going to be an initial drop in graphite production while these fill up. So, with that, our business here is done. We're currently bound by red cube production. And particularly, we don't have any hydrogen, which, again, we're going to solve with our X-ray cracking. So, that's what we're working on at the moment. I'm gonna go down here. Watch how this is going. We are getting stacking of steel. Interesting. And we aren't getting enough stone blocks. Okay, I thought that could possibly end up being the case. Interesting. Right, well, let's solve that. That's probably going to bug people as well. Right. That's why I have a second mining machine. Is it a lack of stone? It looks like it's a lack of stone, which is probably the easiest thing for us to solve because we don't even need to increase our smelter capacity. We can, but this would get in the way. I guess we'll go this way because it's just better form. And that should mean that everyone can get stone. We should see this belt backing up. Otherwise, we'd need to move this around and run 2 belts side by side, or get a better belt, which I don't think we've got the research for yet. That looks like it should be running, if not at max, like almost max, because you're seeing stone coming down here. And yes, we're just doing, you can see it flick to getting 1 stone as it finishes that. Because we're running low on stone, we had too much steel. The steel was backing up, so now the steel should be flowing as well. The steel will flow. We'll take whatever it's got. Right, let's go look at X-ray cracking. For this, we're going to need to get funky. And while we're passing here, I will nick all of you. how many cogs do we have? Could do a few more cogs. We'll get more cogs. Also, I feel bad about nicking all of our renewable power, so we'll place it back down. We'll place it back down on the other side of the generators. Feels like astroturfing. Like, hey, look, we're green. Look at all these things burning coal and graphite and stuff. But look, we've got a windmill. It's fine. Also, you know, I was talking about like wind farms, and I was like, it's not a wind farm, it's a single one. It's a turbine. Someone did come up with one of my favorite ever suggestions for what a multitude of turbines is called. And that would be a fandom. I was like, yes, I like this. This is good. I approve. Right, X-ray cracking. We're probably not on the X-ray cracking like here-ish. Or here. That's going to be research. Yeah, we'll run it here, which means we're going to probably want to just fill this in a little bit. We are starting to run out of soil. I'm going to bear that in mind. We don't have enough soil. There we go. Let's just flatten that. That'll give us a bit of soil. There we go. Flatten that. A little bit more soil. And, ooh, we're running so low on soil. Is there any, like, little razors around here that I can flatten? This bit over here has got a little bit of a hummock. Done. And that's our X-ray cracking. Lovely. So, this is actually going to be kind of funky. We're going to need to get ourselves... I think it's the oil refineries that do it. Okay, we're going to need 4 of them. At least 4 of them. I'm going to get 6. Why not? And then I'm going to make a load of prisms. Which need glass to make. We'll actually probably want to pick up more glass, maybe? No, we've still got a stack and a half. We're fine. It'll take a little while to make those. But what we can do is we can set down the basic setup stuff. Here. So this is going to need this storage tank. So it's going to need this storage tank. But it is going to output useful hydrogen, which we can reconnect, presumably here. So we're actually going to knock that off. Put a splitter in. We can use that to feed back in, or even get the output if we need. This, we'll just want to get an output. So we'll want a splitter, and we'll place it here. And then I wonder if we can get a... No, there doesn't seem to be any way to get through there. Right, I want to leave this for research. This is the area I'm thinking. So either we bring the flow this way or we bring it this way. I think this way, because there's nothing else you can do with this space. And then we're going to want to rise over both belts here. We go through here. That looks like a viable route. Okay, yeah, let's try this. So we go to there normally. Then we rise to here. Go over here. And then we have ourselves, yeah, refined next to our hydrogen. Now, we aren't grabbing from the end of the hydrogen belt here because we're feeding in. But we could grab from the end of the hydrogen belt as well. And that's probably what we'll do. That way we won't just be reliant on you for hydrogen. So we'll want to put a break in here. I've just got hydrogen in my pocket from picking up. You know, as you do. Casual, just, I've got hydrogen in my pocket. Yeah, no problem. And I guess we'll grab the output from here. Just checking, you can't, like, rise and get in between? No? Okay. I guess we'll grab the output from here, then. And we'll go on ground level back. Right. Meanwhile, I think we've made our refineries. Yes, we have. Now, they're going to need 2 inputs and 2 outputs. So things are going to get a little funky, but we can still do it. We'll use what we did before. What is the time required for this? I believe it's 4 seconds. So 4 seconds, and it will output 4 items, a 3 and a 1, and it takes in a 1 and a 2. So it's taking in 2 from one track, 1 from another in 4 seconds. That's plenty fine. We'll run a setup like we've done with this one. And we'll put it here. Maybe want to move it a little bit further away so we've got room to do funky shenanigans with that if we need to. There. Okay. And then we're going to want to run. Oh, we could run alternating lines. Like this is a hydrogen line, this is a graphite line. Instead of like this dual line setup. You know what, let's do that. Just because it's different and I feel like doing something different today. That's going to bug me. Okay. Sure. That's so frustrating. Okay. This is fine. And then... Oh, so weird. Maybe we should do it above the change point so that this doesn't happen. Whatever. Spheres. Not even once. Okay, and then another. I think that's fine to put there. It's not fine. Okay. I don't like spheres. So frustrating. You know what? Sod it. This is gonna just make it really annoying. So I'm just gonna go back and we're gonna shift everything slightly. Okay. Yeah. Just move everything back a little bit. It'll work fine. So 1, 2, and then let's check we can get a road between them. We can. We'll make that the long road. We'll make this short road. Okay, and now because we can judge that, we can just put the rest in. That'll probably be fine. Yep, and this is going to be short road. The short road is the one that's going to go high. Yeah. Oh, we need a splitter to take graphite. No, we don't. We can just do something with graphite. I don't know what we'll do with it, but we'll do something with graphite. Right. Okay. And then this can come in over here. So hydrogen. We'll want to feed the hydrogen in here. Oh god, this is going to be complicated. Right, okay. Someone's going to need to go up here. Probably this belt. Okay, so that's our hydrogen output. Then we need to set up the feeder hydrogen, which we'll just put up the belt here. Somehow we have to get that belt to here. Right, well, we can make a little bit more space by moving this over. And then 1, 2, 3. Up. Across. Down. Connected. Okay, that's the hydrogen. Then we just got to do the next part, and fun enough, the next part is kind of easy. I say that. I've set this up in a weird way. Let's try again. Can I step down one later? There we go. Because now we can do this. Aha! Just. Right. You. X-ray cracking. Perfect. Do it. Copy, paste, 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 paste. And then we'll need to set up the graphite output. The graphite output is going to be the annoying part here because, like, we need something to do with it. We can't just be like, put it in a storage chest because eventually that will fill up and we'll need hydrogen. Like, hydrogen is going to be so necessary. So we're probably just going to want to burn it, which means we'll probably want to put down a whole load of burny things, or we'll just send it all the way back. That might actually be the best idea. Send it all the way to the generators that we already have. Yeah, let's just make a whole load of tracks and do that. Yeah. Okay. Let's do the thing. Can we... There we go. Ah, why did that come up? Oh, press the wrong button. Oops. And then we want to take it all the way down there. Yeah, let's just plug this in to begin with and get it going. We would like... You know what? Let's just use green. This is an advanced enough facility. How much is it? No, it's 2 hydrogen go in. We probably don't need green then. Oh, god damn it. 2 hydrogen per second. We can use normal. And then we can check to see if they're being bound by anything. But we should be okay. It's the hydrogen output, which is 3 every 4 seconds, that we might just want to run the greens on. Graphite output, not worried about that. So graphite output. Graphite output. Have I hooked them up? I think I've hooked the 2 up. I'm like, no, you do not put graphite into the other one. That would be bad. No, I think that is correct. Okay. Right, another graphite. Oh, I do need to be setting these sorters. graphite, graphite, graphite. We wait for 3 more graphite symbols. 2 more. 3. Okay. But because we're getting 3 hydrogen per 4 seconds, I think we will use the sorters Mark II for hydrogen. Right. 2 down. 3 down. 4 down. 5 down. 6 down. And that should work. Okay. And funnily enough, there's space for power poles everywhere. Annoying, I think they're just at a range. Nope, there we go. Connect them up. And insufficient power supply is definitely a thing. Only just, but it is a thing despite our expansion on power. So we'll need to expand our power facility even more. But you can see we are now making graphite, which is going nowhere and going to back up and ruin the production. But we're also making a whole load of hydrogen. In fact, we're making so much hydrogen, we're getting the occasional stall here. Although I don't think it's going to be enough to actually slow us down particularly. Now, one of the inefficiencies here is that we're feeding the hydrogen back into here instead of doing something just a little bit simpler. And that would be feeding our hydrogen back into ourselves and only taking the excess. Which we can do. And it also introduces like something that I really wanted to talk about, which is that there are different types of sorter. By pressing tab, you can do this. Now, you see what I'm getting at here? We could put that sorter on. It would feed through the bottom and feed into the top. We'll have to move everything over slightly to make it work, but it will look badass, which obviously is the most important thing in a sorter. We'll need to delete this section, I think. And then there we go. And then can we? Yep. And then we tell it that this is priority output, this is priority input. And so it shouldn't drain from the tank. It should just feed itself. If it needs to, it can feed from the tanks. But because it just gains hydrogen, it takes 2, turns it into 3. In theory, that should never stop running unless it runs out of, say, this. But we've set it so that it is specifying this is your output. Whenever you can, output here. This is your input. Whenever you can, taken from here. So it will ignore taking from the tanks. Effectively, this is secondary. It will keep going until this fills up. When that fills up, the excess will go into here. If for whatever reason this stops producing hydrogen, this will start putting more hydrogen in. And we're full on graphite, so this is actually going to go to a stall anyway. Which is actually going to cause problems because it's going to demand hydrogen from the tanks. And we don't have a priority set up, so amusingly, this is actually going to be okay. Because we're sending half of our stuff to these anyway. But then they're going to back up. If we'd have set this to only them, then for quite a while, we would just be feeding hydrogen here, and the red cubes would stop. Not that that really matters too much right now. Well, we need to do something about the graphite, and this is honestly going to be, like, really, really simple. There's nothing flashy about this. I'm going to just run a huge, ridiculously sized line. Can I run over that sorter? Not quite. Can we run like that? Oop. You know what? We'll run directly over the top of this line. Sure. And you know what? That will actually make it difficult to see the hydrogen. So we'll run next to it. Wait, we need graphite, don't we? For the red cubes. A miracle! Okay, well, this gives us another opportunity to use a sorter. And again, we'll use one of the fancy ones, and we'll place it basically right here. So, oops. And that way, overflow can be taken to the generators, but these mines won't have to operate. And if they do, then any overflow will still get taken to the generators. This seems to be a pretty good plan. Yes. So, in there, out here. In there. Okay. And priority input is from here. So you can see that's not moving anymore. We're just taking the input from here. And then there's, you know, excess going on. So we'll flow that all the way down here. Keep it high. And then do. That way, if we want to fly any other like lines over, it doesn't matter. And you know how we talked about if we expand this, we need to have like a input lower down. This power pole is kind of in the way, but also I cannot be asked, so I'm just gonna go around it. We can put our input up here now. We can do that extra injection for power by inputting graphite halfway through the process, and we will demand like 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whatever. We'll make it work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Probably don't even want another 2 after this. No stone blocks. Funny that. Turns out they're needed. I'm guessing there won't be any down here, but it's worth checking. Nope, they're being used. Good for them. Still, I kind of need them. Where do we grow stone blocks? Make stone blocks. Where do we make them? Here. Bam. How's our power doing in the mech? Oh, fine for now. We could, funnily enough, do with more graphite. Not like there's just a whole load of that lying around filling up the entire factory. Oh, we only made the 1? Yeah, in which case we need another 8. Aha! You are complaining about low fuel. That'll be part of our power problem. Interesting. Okay. So... more generator. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lovely. All right, and then we'll want to extend that. And then this one, but we won't connect it because we're going to do something funky as well. Whoops. I forgot about that. Be careful where I delete to avoid just deleting generators. Are you all good? Yeah, okay. Let's try that again. Without the mid-air building. We're going to need to put an input in from here. So we're going to use a splitter. Actually, we don't even need to use a splitter. It might make it so that we can expand in the future, but like we don't actually need to use a splitter because we're just adding. We don't care. I guess we should use a splitter, actually. There's a reason for that, and that is to avoid overflow becoming a problem. We can demand that our regular one is used as a priority. There we go. That's terrible. Why am I doing this? Oh, you know what? We can use the other type of splitter. If we can fit it in. The inline splitter. It says it collides with the other object, but that's just being boring. Right. If we do that, this splits between high and low. Or annoyingly, we have to be even more funky with this. You know, sod it. You know what? Whatever. We'll use the other one because that is kind of just going to do the job. Done. At the bottom of here. Really? Really, that power pole's in the way? Damn it, power pole. Oh, luckily that took over. Right. And there. And the reason I'm doing this is I want priority input so that if we end up, for some reason, having graphic coming out of here more, we don't want this to kind of block us taking our graphic from other places. Come on there. Let's invite the graphite over for fun. There we go. You're on your way, graphite. Let's go check how this is doing before we head back over there. Hydrogen is backing up, which is good because we want a whole load of hydrogen. I'm assuming red cube production is still a thing. Yeah, plenty of time to produce red cubes. And we are beginning to see that backup of hydrogen on the actual loop here. Yeah. Notice how much of a difference this has made. Like, this is what we're getting in terms of hydrogen, in terms of raw hydrogen. We're getting it from the ground. This is our input from hydrogen into our system. This is our multiplier. And this line will eventually become saturated as a circle, and then the excess will just start flowing down into here as well. That's massively increased our hydrogen output. Let's go check on the graphite. Great. Now let's hook up the extra generators, because obviously we did not hook them up before. And that was totally by design, not me forgetting. I wanted to make sure the system ran without them. Oh, music's gone again. Right, and we should, in theory, start to see the flow around. I will also hook up these graphite generators here, just to try and avoid a similar circumstance ever happening again. And while I could run that and then across here, I want to kind of leave that open, so we're going to kind of go the other way. We're going to run it this way as our output. I think we've got enough room to go high. We do. Do we have enough room to clear the splitter, though? That's the question. No. Alright, well, things are going to get funky then. Welcome to Funky Town. I regret saying that. Can we get over that? Ah! No, I want to follow this. There we go. I don't want to join with it. There. Okay, look, I don't actually want to join that. I want to be above it. Mate, will you let me... it does collide with the other object, actually, so we do need to go up again. Okay. The question's going to be coming down after this. Can we just go over the top of it? No? Is that not allowed? Alright, can we come down now? Okay, I think if we come down to here, we can... This is like a roller coaster ride. There we go. Look, belt shenanigans are fun. Whatever. Deal with it. The graphite's just going to have a whale of a time. It doesn't matter. We didn't even need that. Look how saturated this system is already. Now, the one downside we have is that if we saturate the system from here, this is still going to try and feed in a little bit, but that's not too much of an issue. Overall, I think we're still disposing of any excess graphite. What we could do if we really cared about this backing up is we could take the output from the splitter, which I've deliberately left so that, like, if we need it, we've got it. And we could dump it into a chest or something. For now, probably not necessary. We will also, though, grab some more graphite for our power systems. And... great. Just take a quick visit up to our research area. I love how the red cubes are floating, doing their thing. Good for them. Oop. I'm going to just get power from this. Oh yeah, we did use a lot of graphite. Look, I've been a lot more liberal with the flying recently. One thing we could do, obviously, is we could double this up. We just need to put a splitter down on the fuel line, which we could probably fit in here somehow. I haven't left much room for that. And then put more of these here. Double that up. That would give us more hydrogen. But we're kind of getting to that point where saturating the belts. Yeah. No, this is kind of a saturated system. Expansion, some point in the future. For now, we're going to start thinking about forward research as opposed to backward research. You know what? I'm going to shut up. Hydrogen fuel rod. That is tempting. Because that allows us to basically have a source of energy that we can use to, like, move around a lot more viably. There's also magnetic levitation technology, which is used for a load of things. It's basically like a better engine type situation, whatever it is, like electric motor. It's kind of like the upgrade from that. We've also got semiconductors, deuterium fractionation. That might be a good idea. It allows us to get deuterium, which is a nice type of hydrogen used for nuclear stuff, fusion. That works kind of weirdly. That'll be fun to talk about. Also, logistics tier 3. Titanium smelting. Not that we've got any titanium ore on this planet. Crystal smelting. And solar. So if we want to do those we can do. And we'll probably do them next time. For now, though, I've been EnterElysium. Go check out the Discord. It has the announcements channel where you can get all my, lovely videos and streams. And, of course, you can go and subscribe if you want here. Less likely to get you the videos, but you can still hope. And if you want to like and comment, that really does appreciate... I really appreciate it. It really does help with the algorithm. Look, words are hard. We've just been doing factory stuff. My brain's focused on other things. Until next time, though, I've been EnterElysium, and stay shiny.